Okay guys, so I'm here at the bins and here's what I'm looking for today. So I'm gonna get a couple of t-shirts, like bigger t-shirts I can use as fabric for some summer tops. And then I'm looking for a couple pairs of pants. I really want to learn how to hem. I have some jeans at home that I need hemmed, but I don't want to mess them up, so I'm gonna practice on stuff that I thrifted. There was one other thing that I can't really, a denim skirt. I wanted a denim skirt. Hopefully I won't have to crop it, but if I have to crop it, I'm going to attempt to learn to crop it. Hopefully we had some good stuff in here. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got. Okay. So I got this pair of jeans. Like I said, I was going to find a pair of jeans to hem. I don't know if these will fit me. I'm hoping they will. Got just a normal black tee. This I'm not actually gonna alter. I've just been needing just a normal black cami. And this actually will probably be my pattern for any like little t-shirt I make. This, so I got this to be just the fabric for like a little summer top. I got this one. This is gonna be so cute. I just got this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I just got it because the fabric is kind of shimmery, and I think I can also make a cute summer top with this. I got these shorts, but I'm gonna throw this off in the washer, and then I guess I'll be on Pinterest trying to figure out what exactly I want to make. I am unfortunately on the floor because I don't have enough table space to sew. But this is the machine that I'm using. I got it from Business Marketplace for $25 and it's fully metal. So it was definitely worth the 2-hour round trip to go get it. So this is actually the first piece that I'm gonna do. I took one sewing class when I was in 6th grade. So to Mrs. McDonald, thank you for all of my sewing knowledge. This is 51% cotton though, which I feel like is pretty good. One of the reasons I wanted to start flipping my own clothes was because I feel like clothes nowadays are literally made of plastic and thin air. So what's scaring me about this is that it's actually connected right here. So I don't know how to undo this knot. So maybe I actually will just figure out how to untie it. Okay, JK. So I just looked it up and I think I have to cut up this whole panel to get this unknotted. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. So I have this off the shoulder top. I'm gonna use this as the pattern to pin this so I can sew it together. All the pinning on both sides is done. So I'm gonna take this and run it through the sewing machine. I'm leaving these two little tails at the bottom because I don't want to get rid of any fabric that I actually might need. Turns out I wasn't filming that last part, but I tried hemming it and like cutting off those straps, and I also cut off the excess that was on the sides, and this hem is not good. It's just not even. So I'm gonna try and hem it again. I don't how do you hem things? Okay, let me try this on. Oh, wait. I may actually like this now. So now it's time for the second top. I really just started by kind of hacking it apart and cutting off the sleeves to see what exactly I was working with, because I knew I wanted to make something like cute and summery, but I wasn't really sure what I was doing. So I'm gonna cut it like straight across, or I'm gonna follow the curve. So this is gonna be the part that goes around my waist. So here's the top that I'm gonna use as my stencil. I think it's super cute, but I never wear it because it has no bottom half. Like it's literally just a bra.
So this is me getting started on the top. I used whatever scrap fabric I had that I didn't use for the bottom to cut out the pieces that I want to use for the cups, and then I kind of just pinned it all together and hoped it looked good. And then here you can see that I'm using the first cup that I made to cut out the fabric for the second cup, just so that they were going to even make it look the same. So this was the last thing I actually ended up doing that night before getting restarted the next morning. But if these cups look a little skinny to you, they looked a little skinny to me too. I just ran out of extra fabric. It looks like we have an audience for this morning.
Good morning. It is the next day. Last night I finished sewing together, or pinning together these pieces. So I'm gonna restring my machine this morning and sew them together. And then I was thinking last night about how I'm gonna get this to be the bottom piece. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna get it on, because this fabric is stretchy, but I don't know if it's stretchy enough for me to hold it, sew it together securely, and also still be able to put the shirt on. So we're gonna try and figure that out as well. So it's all sewn together now. It does look a little wonky, but we'll see. Like, it's cute, right? Like, you can see the vision. I'm gonna have to make a strap right here. Just up the second shirt, and I would say the vision was there, and the execution was not as much there. There's like a little frill on the side, which I really like. But these cups are entirely too small for me. So, but I don't know. I think it's cute. It's backless. I think where I left off, I had just sewn the cups on to the top. And so what I did was I sewed the backs together just to make it like a halter top. And then I just sewed a straight line down right here. Yeah, you can see right here that I left it pretty open. So I just sewed a straight line down here. And then I folded over the top and the back, and I hemmed it to make it look a little bit more polished. And actually, I feel like this is pretty good. Like, my ideas are coming to fruition. I just have to work on the execution a little bit. Outfit change, sorry. I took my dog on a walk, but these actually fit me pretty well. The waistband just needs to come in a little bit. I'm gonna sew 2 darts on either side of the back. Usually I take them in from the sides, but it always ends up looking a little weird, so I don't want to do that this time. This one I actually looked up a YouTube tutorial for, and the girl said to measure out how much you need taken out. So I put pins in, and then divide it by 4, and then you're gonna use that to make your 2 darts at the back. These are the 2 darts that I have. Okay, so I think I fucked up somewhere in there, because this line goes all the way down to the pocket, and then this line stops right here. But I'm gonna try them on and see if it looks wonky, and if it looks wonky, I'll take it out. So this is what they look like on now, and they fit perfectly. And then this is what the back looks like. You can see like the little darts a little bit, but not too much, which I appreciate. This pair of jeans is the next thing that I want to tackle. I have to hem the bottom because they're way too long, and then there's a lot of gapping in the back. So I'm actually going to do the same thing I did for the shorts to back these jeans. I probably won't show that, but I will show when I figure out how to hem these. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I folded the jeans to how short I want them to be, and then I'm putting pins in them all the way around, and then I'm just gonna sew as close as I can to the original hem. Actually, no, that actually looks pretty good. It's been a couple of days, sorry y'all. I got busy, but where I left off, I finished one pant leg and I messed it up. It does not look good. Like, look at this pant leg. Do y'all see this? That does not look good. But the last step of this is to actually sew the inside of this down. So I'm going to do that and see if it helps any. Unfortunately, I don't think it will. But, you know, that's why we have 2 pant legs. We're going to practice this side and see if we can do it just a little bit better. Okay, I don't think that helped. Actually, that made it worse, because now there's just a white line around it. So clearly I did something wrong, but we're just gonna go with the next pant leg anyways. So this one looks minimally better. I'm gonna try them on. Okay, I actually don't think these look too bad. The gapping in the back is completely gone. And yes, it looks a little funky, but you know what, that's all right. And then the hem from far away actually isn't that bad. This one is definitely shorter than this one, but I don't think anyone would notice. Actually, this isn't as much of a fail as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, so it's time for a final thrift flip, and I figured out what I want to do for that black long sleeve t-shirt. I have this top that I got from, I think, Marshall's a while ago, and it's super cute, but it's not long enough. I want it to be a little bit longer, and I want it to be just a little bit slouchier. So I'm gonna use this as a pattern and adjust it to my liking.
So what I'm doing with this black shirt is I'm actually using it to lengthen the brown shirt more to my liking. I really like the way that the black shirt fits me, but I wanted the top to be that kind of boat neck slouchy look of the brown one.
Okay, so this really just looks like kind of any other t-shirt. So I'm gonna cut the neckline to be a lot more slouchy, and then I think I'm also gonna cut the sleeves to be a little bit shorter, and then hopefully that'll help a lot. I mean, for like just an everyday t-shirt that I throw on, it's cute, but I want it to be like summery, you know? Okay, I'm done, and this is a lot more similar to what I was envisioning. I cut the neckline so it was a lot flatter, so I can wear it completely off the shoulder, or just like slouchy, like one off the shoulder. And then I cut the sleeves so they're like pretty short. Honestly, I should probably cut this part off a little bit more too, but so it's just like a cute little summer top I can throw on with some shorts. But this is my last item that I wanted to work on, so I'll probably do like one final try on with all of them so you can see what they used to look like before and after. But this is actually really fun. It took forever. It literally took me like a week and a half to get them all sewn, but for $10, I have like 5 new pieces of clothing for $10. I feel like that's a pretty good deal. Alright guys, thanks for joining me on my thrift flip attempt. There were a couple of fails in there. I'd say the jeans were probably a fail, and that gold top, even though it's really cute, I don't think I can wear that out in public, so I think that might also be a fail, unfortunately. But I know for sure I will wear those shorts and maybe even that black top outside. So even if I only wear those two things, the cost per item is $5, which I think is pretty good for custom tailor-made clothing. So maybe I'll try this again one day. I'm pretty tired, but it was honestly pretty fun. So thanks for sewing with me. I'll talk to you later.